In January 1915, the expedition ship Endurance became trapped in pack ice in the Weddell Sea. For months, the pressure increased. By November, the hull could no longer withstand it. The ice crushed the ship slowly. Frames buckled, timbers snapped. On November 21, 1915, Endurance sank beneath the frozen surface. 28 men were left standing on drifting ice, thousands of miles from home. The loss did not happen in the Drake Passage, but to survive what came next, they would have to cross the same violent ocean corridor that defines it. After months camping on unstable sea ice, the crew escaped in 3 lifeboats. In April 1916, they reached Elephant Island, a remote outpost at the edge of the Antarctic Peninsula. It was desolate, uninhabited, outside normal shipping routes. No rescue would arrive on its own. To save his men, Ernest Shackleton made a decision. If he failed, the men on Elephant Island would die. He would take one of the lifeboats, a 22-foot vessel named James Caird, and attempt to reach South Georgia Island. The distance was roughly 800 nautical miles. Between Elephant Island and South Georgia lay open Southern Ocean, the same system of wind and current that drives the Drake Passage. On April 24, 1916, 6 men pushed the modified lifeboat into freezing surf. The boat had been strengthened with extra decking and ballast. Even so, it was barely longer than a pickup truck. There was no engine. Navigation relied on a sextant and brief sightings of the sun through cloud breaks. Frank Worsley, the expedition's captain, would later write that he managed only a handful of usable readings during the entire voyage. For 16 days, the James Caird rode heavy seas. Freezing spray coated the boat in ice. Men bailed constantly to prevent swamping. Waves broke over the bow without warning. Sleep came in minutes, not hours. A small error in navigation would have meant missing South Georgia entirely and drifting into the open Atlantic. They did not miss. On May 10, 1916, after more than 2 weeks at sea, the James Caird struck the western coast of South Georgia. The men were exhausted, frostbitten, and barely able to stand after crossing one of the most violent stretches of ocean on Earth in a small, open boat. But they were not yet safe. The whaling stations were on the opposite side of the island, separated by unmapped mountains, glaciers, and crevasses. After days of recovery, Shackleton and 2 companions crossed South Georgia's interior on foot, the first recorded traverse of the island's mountains. 36 hours later, they reached the whaling station at Stromness. Help was finally within reach. Months later, after repeated attempts through ice, Shackleton returned to Elephant Island and rescued every man left behind. No one from the Endurance crew was lost. But the margin between survival and disappearance had been measured in inches of freeboard and seconds between waves. They crossed one of the most unforgiving stretches of ocean on Earth in a boat barely fit for coastal water. And they survived.